What a beautiful place. I'm back in the mountains of southern Arizona in Coronado National Forest, and I've got our Winnebago Revel at a dispersed campsite high up in the mountains. It's mid-June 2023, and I think I'm at around 9,000 feet in elevation. As you can see, there's tall trees and temperatures are very comfortable. I think it's around 65 degrees Fahrenheit right now. It was a long, windy drive up a scenic forest road to get here, and the route is fairly spacious and gentle, so you could get here in almost any all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive vehicle. I got here last night just a little bit before dark and immediately settled in, and already I've seen a lot of wildlife. I chased a turkey. The deer don't seem to be too concerned by my presence. When I'm out and walking around, they keep their distance, but they don't panic and dart into the trees either. They just mill around and eat the grass. Just a little bit farther up the road, where the primitive track ends beyond the trees, is a phenomenal overlook offering an amazing view of the valley to the southwest. That's a whole lot of nothing. This is outstanding up here. This could very well be my favorite place to camp in recent weeks, and I've had some good campsites. Last week I was in the low desert, which was quiet and lovely, and there was just a wonderful view of the stars at night. I loved that just as much, but for different reasons. Up here, the terrain is much more varied. There are cooler temps during the day, there are far more hiking opportunities, and the wildlife and vegetation are much more abundant. Although I adore my campsite, I am going to break camp and do some exploring in the van to see what else is up here on top of the mountain. But I'm putting a pin in this. This is a great spot to spend either a long weekend or a week of camping with friends and family. According to the motor vehicle use map, this used to be a forest road through here, but it looks like it was retired decades ago. You can see down there, there's remnants of an old gate or a fence. Probably when the wildfire came through, it caused this route to be closed indefinitely. I am on the move. My aim is to explore the rest of this mountaintop. I've explored most of the lower elevations, but I always come up here at the wrong time of the year. I'm stymied by snow or inclement conditions. Do you recognize this spot? If you watch Venture Forward, you just might. This is the spot where I got my Jeep stuck in the snow earlier this spring. Obviously now summer is firmly in charge, and in this episode I'm exploring up in the mountain beyond where I got stuck in the Jeep. So this is where I had to turn around and go back down last time I was here. What a difference a few months makes. Really nice campsite overlooking the mountains to the east. It's beautiful and there are stunning views, but it's right off of the groomed dirt road and the fire ring looks well used, so it's probably pretty popular. Privacy isn't that great, but wow, what a stunning view. There's a structure here for some sort of ceremony. I can't imagine what. Neat. Right now I'm on a primitive track that looks like it might be a dead-end spur in a couple miles. We'll see. It's beautiful and I'm having fun. I think maybe I should scout ahead on foot. This looks kind of gnarly. Huh. Oh, I cut that one kind of close. I scouted up ahead on foot and the 2-track got a little bit too overgrown and too technical for the van. According to some signage, it was a dead end in about 1.5 miles anyway, so I left that bit unexplored and I'm going to have to come back in the Jeep or the Defender to finish the job. So at least as far as a van-friendly campsite goes, the site that I stayed at last night was tops, the best on the mountain as far as I could find. I could have gone back to spend another night there, but it was only midday and I wanted to get some more exploring in. So I started driving down the mountain, this time on the east side, and I found this superb campsite. It's a little bit warmer down here, but this campsite is right up against a refreshing flowing stream. The campsite is a small dirt pad directly off of a well-groomed forest road that you can see behind me. The stream, to my surprise, is really flowing. It's even pulled up in a couple of spots, but everywhere else, on the other side of the mountain at least, seemed very dry, and this is some welcome moisture. Privacy is probably so-so since the site is located right off of a main artery, but I've been here for about 4 or 5 hours so far, and I've only seen one vehicle. Unfortunately, cell service is non-existent, so I've been relying on the Garmin and Reach to send Shannon text messages back home. Despite being just off the road, this is an extremely charming site, so it's a win in my book. I am a little bit hot though, that's my only regret. Coming down in elevation, things warmed up pretty good. Alright, you know how my meals are usually lame or just outright disasters? Well, this time I'm going to be serious and make something that is easy, tasty, and hopefully well executed. Yes, so I got these Tyson breaded chicken patties, which I think are derived from actual chicken. And I got these last week just to use up some leftover hamburger rolls. Now the hamburger rolls are gone and I need to make something to use up the chicken patties. So chicken parmesan on the induction cooktop. Let's go. Alright, I'm gonna cook 3 and eat them with a fork and knife as one might at Olive Garden. Now I'm gonna put the lid on, give it some time. Alright. They've been on for a little while now. I flipped them a few times. It's time to add the fun stuff. First, a happy little glob of ragu. And now, shaved Parmesan. Now we put the lid back on and wait. This is really good. It could be enhanced by adding pasta or put in a sandwich. I didn't have the patience for that, but it has the chicken parmesan flavor, so I'm really happy with this. This is my favorite time of day. I love the morning light and how it shines through the trees and into the van. Well, I'm back in the low desert, and I'm on a dirt pull-off right before pavement where I'm airing up. I love this corner of Arizona. The landscape is extremely varied and interesting. And this route was very van-friendly, so if you have a stock four-wheel drive van or Class B RV, then this is a really cool adventure. If you're interested in seeing it for yourself and retracing my steps, my detailed GPS data is available to Patreon subscribers and paid members of Venture4WD.com. Your subscription is greatly appreciated and it helps keep the show going. Before I go, a personal factoid. Today, exactly 3 years ago, Shannon and I went on our first date at High Mountain Pies in Leadville, Colorado. If you're not acquainted, Shannon's my girlfriend, we have a house together, and I love her dearly. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next week.